Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coach. And this has become one of the And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the star. In the All-Star game, then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
If you see it up on the big screen, then you know what to do.
The West All-Stars making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the West. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star Game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star Game.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Chet Holmgren out there with Jalen Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Shakur in at the shooting guard position. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Shakur passes to Williams. Down low. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
A basket by Shakur.
Light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the West All-Stars?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And let's not forget how terrific they've been on the offensive glass, throwing themselves on that backboard and being rewarded with additional points. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Mitchell, and so he makes both from the line.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Offensive rebound, and that one's good. Wembanyama.
And I like that they're not settling, hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Brunson the pass to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Big Cat says, take that.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Shakur's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Curry. From downtown, some nice passing here by the West. Baseline try. Edwards, good. Edwards got 14 points.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. It's Curry outside. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. 9 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And don't give Mitchell too many of those looks. Once he gets in rhythm, it is hard to stop him.
Shakur dishes to Curry. Here is Shakur. Shot clock at 6. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here.
This is why you integrate Davis into these sets, because he's terrific at finishing them off.
The East trail by 18. Giannis' screen on Curry. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Edwards. Davis with it. Brunson picks him up, and Davis can't get it to go. And here is the East now. Back to Mitchell, and Davis sends it back.
If you don't know exactly where Davis is, he's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
Curry kick. To Edwards. Here is Shakur. Fires, high post, and the shot no good, a bit short.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And that's out of bounds. The East All-Star. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned it all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.